How you doing out there in YouTube land? This is Rachel Nelson, the Domestic Diva here in Tallahassee, Florida. Today we're going to do a simple dish called a chicken primavera noodle casserole. We came up with this because a lot of my friends are asking me, Rachel, how do you do all these dishes? They're so fancy. Well, today we're going to go throw together an entire meal for you in just a few seconds. So just pay attention. All right. What we have here are just some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And we've cut them into nice chunks, as you can see. All we did was just do a rough chop on the chicken. You don't want it so small that they're lost there in the casserole. You don't want them too big that they're larger than the noodles. When you're doing something like a casserole, you want to make sure that your pieces are roughly about the same size. What we did, we took some boneless, skinless chicken breasts. We cleaned them, of course. We rubbed them down with some extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit, about a tablespoonful for about 9 chicken breasts. We seasoned them with what I call French country herb seasoning, which is basically some rosemary, thyme, oregano, black pepper, and kosher salt, and a pinch of brown sugar. We seasoned those liberally on both sides and baked them in the oven. We actually roasted them at about 425 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes. You don't want any pink inside, but you have to remember that we're going to bake this dish as well, so you don't want to dry these boneless chicken breasts out. Just a rough chop, like I said, so you can have that. And that's it as far as the chicken. What we also have over here in the pot is some medium with egg noodles. Let me go grab those. We boil these until al dente, which means firm to the bite. You don't want them mushy because, once again, they'll continue to cook in the pan. What we have here is a roasting pan, and we're going to pour these noodles in the pan. I'm still here, YouTube. So, as you can see, we have our large dish here with the warm noodles. I think you can see the steam off of them. So, yes, we're really cooking here. The noodles are in, and oh, it's smelling great. What I did, when you're cooking noodles, whether it's spaghetti or any type of noodle, the way you can season and flavor the noodles is when they're boiling in the water. So always season your noodles, whether it's with salt, pepper. Always put a little salt in the boiling water. I actually put a little chopped onion and a clove of fresh garlic in here. So we have that. Now here comes the dish. We have a can of cream of mushroom soup. The thing about these dishes is that you can change them to your liking. So if you don't like cream of mushroom, by all means, use cream of celery, cream of chicken, well, you can use the cheddar cheese one. Just make it to your liking. The trick here is to learn the technique and change it to your taste. So we're just going to stir that in there. You want to do this while these noodles are hot. And if you can see how the hot noodles are melting that cream of mushroom soup. Fill the can up with water. And you're going to add this can of water. Because one, it gets all the bits out of the can. Two, it gives a little bit more moisture to your casserole. And you're going to pour that in there. And you're thinking, oh, wow, why are we putting all that water in there? It's going to be great. Trust me. Stir that cream of mushroom in there. What I have here is a diced medium sweet Vidalia onion. We're going to put that in. All right. Hope you're still with me out there, YouTube. And stir that together. Now, this is another thing. Do you like broccoli? Oh, you say you like broccoli. Okay. Well, at this point, if you do, you would either toss some fresh or frozen broccoli right here in the pan. Keep it moving. We're almost done. This meal, you can have this meal done in about 30 minutes or less. Throw it together with a tossed salad, and you have your own gourmet dinner. Well, we're going to add here 8 ounces of sour cream. The sour cream gives it a nice background flavor, and it also adds a depth and also a little bit more moisture to the casserole. Now, if you don't like sour cream, you don't have to use it, but it won't taste like sour cream, I can assure you. Also, if you're looking at doing something healthy, you can use skim or fat-free sour cream. It's all up to you. You want to stir that in. And if you're thinking, wow, this still looks pretty plain, watch this. This is what makes it easy. Now, normally, when I'm making this, when I'm catering or making it for different events, I use fresh vegetables, either from the garden or cheese. What this does is it helps give different layers of flavor. I love sharp cheddar, but you don't want the entire dish to carry the flavor of the sharp cheddar. If you do, then by all means, use all, sharp cheddar. And if you haven't noticed, I haven't really given any measurements yet. I'm not a big measuring person. Well, whether I'm baking, whether I do it for business or for competition, I rarely ever measure. I like to learn the technique and teach other people the technique so you can change and alter the recipe to fit you. Once you learn ingredients, you can play with the dish and, like I like to say, remix it to fit your taste. Like, for instance, instead of chicken, you could try turkey. Instead of using these mixed vegetables, you could try some broccoli. That would be great. Or maybe some asparagus if you wanted something really nice and springy. Another way you could do this, instead of serving it hot, you could actually serve it chilled without using the cream of mushroom or cream of chicken soup. You could actually toss it with a light Italian dressing or vinaigrette after you cook the noodles and serve it chilled. So there are many different ways you can serve this dish. Since this is such a big pan, I'm actually going to go with a third bag of cheese. This is another, oh, I'm spilling it. This is another sharp cheddar. Man, I really wish we had smell-o-vision in this day and age. Just bear with me here. And already, in less than 15, maybe even less than 10 minutes, we have almost an entire meal done. And while we're stirring this up, I'm trying to be really careful. I don't want to spill this all over the counter, all over the laptop here. If you have a dish that maybe you've seen it on my website, or maybe seen it somewhere else, or you're just interested in learning how to make it, shoot me an email and we'll get a video up here for you. You can send me an email at sunnydaysllc@gmail.com. Check me out on my website at mysunnydaysbakery.com. This is actually going to a college ministry event tonight. So no, I won't be sitting here eating all of this alone tonight due to myself. Now, the perfect way to finish a casserole. What we're using here, this is just a can of Italian style breadcrumbs. They're great. They're breadcrumbs and they're seasoned. They have some basil, they have salt, pepper, a lot of different seasonings. And speaking of salt and pepper, you guys didn't remind me. We're going to go here, right here, quickly and season this dish one more time. You always want to layer your flavors. We seasoned the water where the noodles were boiling in. We seasoned the chicken with that great French country herb. And now we're seasoning the dish one more time, really lightly. We have some, oh, quite a bit. Hope I didn't make you sneeze, YouTube, with that pepper coming your way. And we're going to go ahead and finish the dish with topping it off with these breadcrumbs. And once we finish this, YouTube, we're going to bake it. And that's it. So I'm excited. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Check me out again, and whatever recipe you need, the Domestic Diva has it. Talk to you later.